World reacts. Princess Leonor to wed Prince Christian in September. Imagine the world preparing for yet another grand royal chapter. Europe's monarchies have long been seen as symbols of tradition, heritage, and continuity. But what if, in the midst of this timeless rhythm, an announcement emerges that not only captures attention but shatters expectations? Princess Leonor of Spain, the future queen, and Prince Christian of Denmark, heir to his own historic destiny, are set to unite in marriage this September. What began as whispers of friendship has evolved into a global love story with consequences that will ripple through centuries of royal history. And this is where the story becomes both deeply emotional and profoundly historic. Because this isn't just about two young royals, it's about two nations, two dynasties, and a Europe watching in awe. The announcement electrified Spain and Denmark instantly, but the shockwaves didn't stop there. Across the United Kingdom, the United States, and throughout the royal watching world, the news ignited debates, celebrations, and even moments of disbelief. Why now? Why them? And what does this marriage mean for the very future of monarchy in Europe? From the very first moment of the announcement, Queen Letitia's radiant pride was evident, though beneath the smile, many wondered what unspoken emotions she carried as her eldest daughter prepares to step into a new life beyond Spain. King Felipe stood with regal calm, but eyes across Europe caught the slight shift of his expression. Was it pride, hesitation, or the quiet understanding of history unfolding before him? For Denmark, Queen Margrethe's welcome of Princess Leonor symbolized more than formality, it symbolized acceptance into a royal household famed for its resilience and unity. Prince Christian, once seen simply as Denmark's future, now stands as the partner of Spain's destiny. Their union is more than romantic, it is geopolitical, cultural, and symbolic, binding two powerful monarchies together in a way unseen in modern history. Yet, woven within the joy are layers of curiosity and even controversy. Why was Princess Leonor chosen to bridge this alliance instead of continuing a fully Spain-centered path? Was this marriage guided purely by love, or by centuries of carefully woven dynastic considerations? And what of Princess Leonor's own heart? How does she balance her duty as heir to Spain's throne with the personal journey of becoming a bride in Denmark? The world's media erupted with fascination. British outlets immediately drew comparisons with the marriage of Prince William and Catherine Middleton, noting how Leonor and Christian's bond could redefine the modern meaning of monarchy. In the United States, commentators marveled at the fairy-tale quality of the story, Spain's crown princess and Denmark's heir, stepping into the spotlight together. And across Spain, the emotional weight was overwhelming. Many Spaniards felt a bittersweet pride, joy in Leonor's happiness, but sorrow in the quiet realization that their future queen would now carry her duties across two kingdoms. Every detail of this upcoming September wedding has become a point of fevered discussion. The location, the traditions, the dress, the tiara. Would Princess Leonor wear a historic Spanish jewel or step into Denmark's regal collection? Would the ceremony be a Spanish celebration infused with Danish elements, or a Danish tradition honored with Spanish grandeur? Royal historians point out that this marriage marks one of the most consequential alliances of the century, echoing unions of centuries past where dynasties strategically joined to strengthen nations. But this time, the story is told through the lens of young love, Leonor, the poised and dutiful Spanish heir, and Christian, the modern yet deeply traditional Danish prince. And still, questions linger. How will this marriage redefine Spain's royal family? Will Princess Leonor's children be heirs to both thrones, reshaping the map of Europe's monarchies in ways unseen in generations? Will this love story inspire unity, or spark debates over loyalty, culture, and national identity? The emotional goodbye in Denmark earlier this year suddenly takes on new meaning. What many thought was a symbolic farewell may, in hindsight, have been a quiet step toward this very announcement. Queen Margrethe's embrace, Princess Leonor's tears, were they simply the end of a visit, or the beginning of a shared destiny? As September approaches, the anticipation builds not just for a royal wedding, but for a turning point in Europe's history. Families will gather, nations will pause, and millions around the world will watch as Princess Leonor and Prince Christian exchange vows, not just as bride and groom, but as the living link between Spain and Denmark. The romance feels like a fairy tale, yet the impact is far more profound. This union challenges tradition while honoring it, creates joy while stirring questions, and reminds us all that even in the most rigid structures of royalty, love has the power to change the course of history. And so, the world reacts, not just with celebration, but with wonder, curiosity, and an unshakable awareness that we are witnessing history being written before our eyes. The stage is set. The crowns are watching. And in September, two young royals will not just marry, they will forever reshape the story of Europe's monarchy.